is in St. Louis. Hi, Lee. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hey, Lee. Hey, Dave. How's it going?
Great, man. What's up?
Hey, so my wife and I own a small catering business. We do a lot of big corporations. We go to places like Walmart and FedEx, and we've been pretty successful with it for the past 2 years. And we're looking to buy some ground and build a house. And I was just curious on what your take is on buying ground versus how much to spend versus building a house.
Well, when the whole thing is done, the mortgage that you end up with does not need to be more than a fourth of your take-home pay on a 15-year fixed rate. And the ratio of ground to house can vary. And you know, if you're buying a big tract of ground, obviously that you're probably going to have a higher ratio of land cost versus house than you would if you bought a simple lot and built on it. A subdivision lot generally is going to be around 20% of the total price. If you buy, a standard subdivision lot, if you spend, $100,000 on a house, on a lot, you're going to drop about $500,000. You're going to have a $500,000 project total. So about $400,000 more on the house. That's a fairly standard ratio, but it's not a rule, and there's nothing wrong with it being different. If you wanted to buy a big tract of ground and build a small house on it because you wanted a farm type setting, there's nothing wrong with that at all. That doesn't mean you did some.
So we're quite a bit of ways out of St. Louis, and so we're going to be buying like a 3-acre tract of wood, and then reworking the ground and then building our dream home on there.
Cool. Good.
Yeah. So we're hoping to pick up the land for about $60,000, and then build our house on that. So I know, the ratio between land and house.
I mean, what are you thinking you're going to spend on the house, on the construction?
We're hoping, between, $400,000, I think, is what we're going to be comfortable with after getting the land.
So that's about a 20% ratio. Again, you're not far off of that.
Yeah.
So you're a little higher on that, but it's not the end of the world. Everything you're saying is fine. I mean, in some cases you may be you're in an area where you're far enough out that the land cost has gone down. You get 3 acres for $60,000 anywhere in America. That's a pretty good deal, And so, whereabouts outside of St. Louis are you?
Effingham, Illinois.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've got an affiliate there. Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Okay. So we're looking to buy a little tract of land and start our dream home. Absolutely.
I don't see any reason not to do it. As long as when you're finished, $460,000 is on a mortgage on a 15-year, with depending on how much cash you put into the deal. But your net mortgage cannot be more than a fourth of your take-home pay. Should not be more than a fourth of your take-home pay on a 15-year fix, because otherwise you end up house poor.
Yeah. And we experienced that. We did an episode on the fine print on the housing gold rush, and we talked to people who got into these houses. We've taken calls where people go, Dave, I'm 50% of my take-home pay is going towards this mortgage, and it's crushing me. So it really comes down to the ratios and the math on this, where you can breathe and you have margin to attack your other goals and invest and give and do all these things to where the house payment isn't bearing down on you.
It's a big deal.